Hello, this is Stacy Thomas, your 14 CS002, and I'm going to be explaining exercise number 6, activity diagrams. In this, I'm going to show the activity diagram for an e-library system. And activity diagrams are used to document workflows in a system from the business level down to the operational level. It is to show a flowchart to represent the flow from one activity to another activity. It can be sequential, branched, or concurrent. And there are action states, transitions, swim lanes, which divide activities according to the objects by arranging the objects in column format, and then the initial state and final state. So first I'm going to show the activity diagram. This is the activity diagram. This is the start state. So for an e-library system, the user is going to go into his or her account and log in. Once the user logs in into his own account, he's going to search for books, and then once he searches for books, there's a decision box which says whether it's available or not available. If the book is not available, it'll go to the final state, and if the book is available, it'll ask to validate the member. Now, here it is going to check whether the member is valid or invalid. So here, if it is invalid, it is going to register the member. Once it registers the member, it is going to see whether the user has to collect a fine while returning the book. It's because when the user returns the book, it has to see whether the user returned the book on time. So it is going to collect a fine if the due date is beyond the date that it is supposed to be. So if over here the decision box goes to fine, to collect fine, and then once the fine is collected, the user can return the book. Else, if the user returned the book on the correct date, it'll go directly to no fine and return the book. And then the book status is going to be updated over here to when the user returned the book back, and which is now in the database, it'll show that the book has been returned, and now this book is available for anyone else, or if the user wants to if the user wants to order the book again. So this is what happens when the user or the member is invalid and we want to register the member. Now, if the member is already validated and the user is already user is already a member, it'll show that the member is valid, and now he can go into the database and get the book. So now once the member is valid, he'll go into the database and now he can issue book. Once the member goes ahead and issues the book, that person is add member, and then the book details. So now that particular user has an account which states that this member has issued these many number of books, and now these many number of books belong to this member. And then the update book status is done, which just means that this book has been taken out of the database and is issued for this particular user. So now the update book status shows that this book is no longer available for anyone else to use, because this book has been already taken by this member, which is a valid member. Now this occurs first as the user obtains the book in this one, because the issue book is done in this one, and then later on when the person has to return the book, this collect fine, and then if the person has not submitted on time, it is collect fine, return book, and then update book status. And this is the final state at the end. Now I'm going to show the swim lane. Swim lane divides activities according to objects by arranging objects in column format and placing the activities by that object within that column. So these are 3 columns: user, server, and database managers. These are the objects. And now it's the same thing that is shown in activity, but it's just divided according to the objects. So here, again, start, initial state, and then the user logs in and the user can inquire for the bugs. And then this is all done on the user because the user is the one who's in control of this. And then the server validates the member and then check the database manager issues book, add member, book, assigns the book details to the member, and then updates the book status. Under server, it validates the member, checks whether it is valid or invalid, and then registers the member. And then back to the user puts in the issue details, and then this goes back to the database manager, which checks for the fine, and then it is going to collect fine if it is not submitted on time. If it is submitted on time, there is no fine, and it will return the book. And then this all goes back to update book status, which is done by the database manager, and this is the final state. So this is the end of experiment number 6.